Have you ever had acne so bad that they pops in people's faces? Because orcs have, and we're killing them today. We're talking about Shadow of War. There's a war, and we're playing in the shadows of it. So pay attention. We're going to have a good time. This is going to bomb-ass day.
We're also mentioning a little bit about the Mario Odyssey event that took place in City Walk.
Yes, that William and Ellie went to. They had a great time, especially Ellie, because she loves lines.
Too bad she walked so long.
I don't want to talk about it.
Only reason she doesn't want to talk about it is because she was so excited that she was turned down by a very, very handsome security guard.
He was not handsome at
Who
all.
looked like Diego Luna.
He looked like a toe, apparently.
No, he didn't.
looked like a toe.
He did look like a toe.
His personality was of that of a wet paper bag.
A used Q-tip.
A used Q-tip,
That's
as
right.
we would say.
Personality of a mosquito.
Personality of a dead horse fly.
Confessions. Engage.
Core element is based on an FTL nanoprocessor with 25 bilateral L-electrons.
Oh, help, you read me?
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. This is a very good composition.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Nerd Confessions, our safe haven where we discuss our thoughts, opinions on everything nerdy, geeky, techie, whatever. It's been a week since our last confession, but before we jump right into it, we'd like to remind our listeners that you can follow us on various social media platforms and find previous episodes and view bonus content on our website, nerdconfessions.net. I'm Sohail, the moderator for this episode, and I'm joined by Tommy,
Hey, everybody.
the great Ellie,
So great.
and our future president, Billiam Moe.
Future president.
Oh,
Of the Losers Club.
okay.
That's funny.
In this episode, we'll be talking about
That's
the
from the
five
movie
most.
It.
Oh, dang, Losers Club. In this episode, we'll be talking about the 5 most recent nerd news topics important to us: Middle Earth, Shadow of War, and the Super Mario Odyssey event that William and Ellie went to at City Walk in
didn't
Hollywood,
go.
California. Stick around until the end of this episode and hear some of our listeners' confessions if we have any. If you want to send us your confession, you can email us at contact@nerdconfessions.net or send us a tweet. William loves tweeting.
Tweet.
For those watching on YouTube, we'll have a timestamp in the description if you want to skip right ahead to the topic to discuss, or if you're listening on your podcast app, you can skip ahead by pushing the little skip button. Okay, and the show notes will be available on nerdconfessions.net as well. For starters, let's talk what everyone has been up to. Tommy, it's go time.
So I decided to catch up on The Walking Dead since it's October. I kind of
Finally.
saved it up.
Finally.
I waited. Ironically, it didn't much time didn't really go by. I was only in the middle of season 7 when I stopped. So I'm catching up. I like it. It's good. The guy who plays Negan, I forgot his name, is pretty good. I'm not going to say any more. Hopefully we'll talk about the new season next week. I also started or continued watching the anime, which I don't know what the name is in Japanese, but it's called Food Wars. It's pretty good. And I've been playing Ark, and that's about it.
Oh, baby, Ark is back. Ark is life. All right, Ellie, what have you been up to?
I watched a movie and I played a game.
What's the movie?
Happy Death Day.
Is that the one where the lady dies on her birthday like 50 times?
It's Groundhog Day. Yeah.
But with death.
But with
But
that.
with death.
Sounds like a fun movie.
Would
I think I saw ads
recommend
for it
it?
everywhere.
Not really.
Would you?
It's an interesting premise, but how it's executed, not the best.
No.
Would you eat spaghetti during the death scenes?
Yes.
So then it's not gory enough.
No, it's not.
Yep.
All right then. What else? What did you play?
Breath of the Wild?
Did you cook any food?
No.
Damn
I
it.
got lazy. I just eat everything raw.
What? Did you ever
Yeah,
get
I'm
into
probably a
those
lot of it then.
really cool, interesting recipes yet? Like the crazy shit that I've been doing when I was like last playing that game
There's this book that tells me all.
that you bought?
The strategy guide.
Yeah.
I don't need to know no recipes. I don't need to figure out no recipes.
I think I figured out how to make like a cake or something. I was so excited.
Why do you say it like that?
I don't know. I just say
Like
things.
you're above recipes.
I am above recipes.
You should email the
I know
people at
they're not.
Nintendo and email the people at Tajin and see if they can put a Tajin bottle into the game for the Mexican group.
For the Mexican group,
Who the fuck knows who Tajín is outside of Southern California? And
What do you mean, new people?
Who the hell knows about it other than Southern California?
Tajín originated in Afghanistan.
Bullshit. That's the most bull crap I've ever heard in my life. We don't even have a word, Tajín.
And that's all I did.
She looked you straight in the face and lied.
I know.
She didn't even blink.
That's not Korean on the side of that blade. Or Chinese or something.
Well, it says made in China.
Kanji.
I got that sword for like
It's
$10.
It's heavy, dude.
Yeah, it was $10.
Tip is so sharp, I could like literally kill any of you right now.
I don't know what he's talking about, but it's not going to happen today. All right, William, what have you been up to?
I actually think that was the first Amazon purchase I ever made. Was that sword?
You could technically sharpen
What a weird
this.
purchase.
You could sharpen this easily, and then
First thing I want to buy online on Amazon is a sword.
It's real steel.
I didn't know where else I could buy it.
Like, feel how sharp it is?
It's like I'd
Oh,
never
I
really
don't
gone to
know.
a store, and they're all too expensive. They're all the kinds that are actually have like lots of care into them. This one has like it's just like
you have to
cheap
buy
metal.
me dinner first, son.
Touch the tip.
Touch the tip. You got to buy me dinner first.
Touch the tip.
Oh, that was sharp.
Yeah, it's sharp.
Stop touching the katana.
And then we can like sharpen it, and then I can like chill, Ellie.
I have a feeling that Tommy will take that sword and try to sharpen it, end up blunting the crap out of it.
I actually know how to.
Be a metal stick.
I actually know. No, actually knowing me, I'll sharpen it so far, you'll come back and it'll be like fucking like this thin.
Yeah.
Like I've sharpened it too far. Like, oh shit, guys, I messed
It's
up.
like as
I'm
thin as a
sharpening
razor
it.
blade. It's like, oh, it's sharp, but it's a razor blade.
What did they call those swords back in the day? Like the really thin ones.
Rapier.
Yeah, it'll be like that.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
All right, so what I did this week, it's October, so it's the Halloween season, and I never watched any of the Saw movies.
You never seen any of them?
No, and
I saw one. It was
there's
horrible.
there's always too much talk about them and parodies, and just tired of not knowing anything.
So what'd you think?
We went to Halloween Horror Nights, and there was a Saw maze there. So
Oh Jesus!
I just wanted to get it over with to see what the hell it was about. I watched the first one. It was actually the best one out of all of them because I watched all of them while I was playing.
Well, that's probably because it's like
So,
you don't know what the fuck is happening.
Well, I like the first one because it has
First
the
one's the
most
best.
mystery about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All the rest,
they're
seem
just like
they're-
torture people more.
Yeah, all the rest they kind of go over the top with the torturing. I think once it got to like part 4, I was like, "What the hell is going on? Why is like making this so complex? Like, is all going on at the same time as some of the other ones and stuff like that?" I
Yeah,
was like, what
it
the
was
fuck?
dumb. I mean, after the first one and the second one, it got kind of weird. The worst torture scene, I honestly, the one I cringed the most, is the one the lady got picked up and thrown the thing of the needles,
Oh yeah,
broken glass. I was like, oh my god, that's like the worst
I
way
like
to
that
fall.
one.
I don't know. I thought the naked guy going through the barbed wire was pretty bad.
that was from the first one.
Yeah, well, I didn't.
Yeah,
really
that
care
was
about
pretty-
that. I thought the lady
Like
got
you have to
throwing
get
needles
through it
in the
before the door closes forever, and you're stuck in the darkness. I was like, oh shit.
At least you die in peace. I mean,
No,
it's
you
dark.
wouldn't.
If I'm caught on something, I'm not gonna move. I'm just gonna die.
They made a mistake revealing the guy behind it all. What's it called? Jigsaw.
Yeah, they shouldn't have
They
done
should have
it.
never revealed him.
That would have made it way more interesting.
Well, apparently there's a new one coming out, right? Did you watch that one?
Jigsaw the movie?
Yeah.
No, it's not released yet. It
Yeah.
comes out later this month in theaters, so I'll probably watch it just because I watched all these. Maybe we'll see. Depends on
Who are
how
you gonna
good
see
it
it
is.
with?
Probably you.
I don't want to see it though.
Probably won't see it then.
Damn. Look at that
How many
smirk.
gets you avocado rolls? Will you
So
Me.
I watched Happy Death Day. I played Shadow of War a lot. Probably put way too much time into it. I played some Destiny 2's Iron Banner too as well.
Ooh, look at all that. Destiny 2.
All that Iron Banner.
Nice.
Well, for me, I really didn't do much more than get near my PC and keep
sorry,
playing.
what?
Get near my PC and play PC games. So I played Halo Wars Definitive Edition. Basically, that's an old game. I bought it for PC because it was like on sale, so like, I want to play it again.
That's the thing. There's so many good deals on games on PC.
Yeah.
Even though they're old, there's so many good deals.
I loved Halo Wars, even though it's not like an amazing game. I just love strategy games, so that's why.
And unlike consoles, you can play them at like their best settings, like higher resolution,
Tommy's
highest
doing weird
graphic
stuff.
settings.
Yeah, I thought it was cool that you could play as. I remember playing as Master Chief and then using him as an RTS and then throwing him to capture, like a tank. I was like so excited because he's like capturing tanks. Anyway, I played Homefront: The Revolution, which is the sequel to Homefront.
The Rebellion?
I don't know. It's the original game where the Koreans came over to take over the United States. And now this is like an open world version. I haven't got very far in it. I
Also,
just
it's
barely started.
foretelling the future.
Could be. I don't know. It's kind of weird. There's like a nuke that goes off in New York or something, or I don't know what happened.
Or an EMP.
Then I played Total War Attila, which I
It's
just
all
bought.
war games, huh?
Love them. And I
Well,
played.
they're really easiest to do because it's over the top with a mouse. You can really guide stuff, right?
Yeah, I love RTSs. Total War Attila is way beyond what I liked about Total War. It's like way too. The maps are way too big. The travel times between cities, I just can't stand it. So I got tired. All right, so we're going to talk about a lot of stuff today. We got some nerd news topics we want to go into. So first news story we're going to talk about is Nintendo has surpassed Sony in the stock market. Tommy, you buy Nintendo?
I have a Switch.
Not like the game,
You
but
mean like stocks?
like the stocks.
I don't buy stocks.
So
I'm not a
Nintendo
tool
has
of the
been
corporate
given
world. I will
basi-
not bow down to the governmental standards of buying stocks and providing all these economical taxes. I believe in free money. Bitcoin.
So according to the industry analyst Serkan Toto,
Excuse me? Toto?
that's his name.
His name is Toto?
They are worth a little bit more as Nintendo. So the current capitalization stands at 46.3 billion. Nintendo is at 54.6 billion now.
That's kind of crazy considering this is Sony as a whole, right? Or just the
Sony
PlayStation
is-
division?
I think it's Sony as a whole.
That's
think.
insane if it's Sony as a
I
whole.
think it's Sony as gaming. I think it might be the gaming division or
So
something.
the PlayStation, but they say Sony.
I think it might be Sony as a whole. Let me see.
If it's Sony as a whole, that's crazy.
But
Because
Sony's everything of Sony's
Columbia Pictures, they have their TVs, they have the laptops that died.
They have
Bio.
a lot of their products that died. Nintendo basically is doing pretty good. I think the Switch has really helped them gain back some of their strength. But that's not enough, I think, right? Don't you think?
I don't know.
They need to keep innovating or they'll fall
Nintendo
behind.
started in 1989 as a card game company.
You're
So-
a card game.
Wow.
No, well, look,
I'm sorry.
look, Nintendo's been around for 120 years. Here's some of their logos. So we got a logo from 1889.
Oh my God.
We got a logo from 1950.
Whoa, that's when they were in poker? Or
Well,
what?
that's when they're
They're a card
doing
company.
cards.
That's
1960
pretty cool.
Nintendo looks a little weird.
That looks like
Very
something.
curly.
Oh, that's a
That
cool,
looks like it should belong on a car. That Nintendo.
Yeah.
That's a cool Nintendo sign.
That looks
That kind
more
of dropped
familiar.
backwards for me. I think the other one was cooler. I hate that one.
What another
That's-
car symbol, pretty much
Nintendo game?
with the backwards G.
It's a regular G.
There
That's
we
pretty much
go.
the same font. 1967,
67's where the regular font came in.
1968.
This is like the Chrysler
yeah, with the logo.
Ah,
I got a really weird end.
1970. Someone took some drugs, and that's what I want Nintendo to be.
It looks very odd.
That's the original. That's the one we love. Start of the one we love. That's just the Japanese version. Let's move on to the next one. The one we
There we
remember and love.
go.
Yeah, 1982.
Nintendo.
The one we
The
love.
release
Still.
of the NES.
Still the one we love. Still the one we
2006
love.
has not changed at all since then.
They figured out one and said, "This is good."
Yeah. No,
I
it's
like
just gonna
this one
cycle.
though. It looks like there's like a weird game player on the
The
right.
first one.
Okay. Yeah, the one on the right. Do you see the one on the right? Looks like a guy wearing a helmet with doing the splits.
That's something I would imagine like on a samurai sword.
You see it, right?
Yeah, I do.
The guy on the right. It looks like a guy on the right is wearing a
Oh,
helmet.
it
doing
does
the
look like a
splits.
guy
It
wearing
looks like
wearing a samurai helmet doing the splits.
Yes.
I'm sure it might be meant to symbolize something like that because
Like
a lot
Tendo.
of the symbols are like volcano with something on top, smoke or something.
Are you sure this just means Tendo?
Huh?
Are you sure that doesn't just mean Tendo? Like Nin?
The end-
So the other three characters means nin.
Nintendo.
No.
Nintendo.
I don't know. I can't read Japanese.
I can't read it either, but I'm just guessing.
I can read it.
Anybody
It
that's out
says-
there that speaks Japanese,
No,
please help us with this kanji or
It's-
whatever. If
it
it's
says
not kanji.
it says Nintendo Gaming.
Oh, maybe you're right. Nintendo. The right one
Nintendo
is
game.
the gaming because the splits, right?
Doing the splits when you
Doing the
game.
splits with
Nintendo
helmet,
card
wearing
gaming.
a
Samurai helmet.
Nintendo card gaming.
Nintendo cards. Nintendo gambling and casino.
Okay, that's enough.
Next,
All right,
move on.
next news story. Let's
Oh.
do it.
Yay.
So the next story is Stranger Things Season 2 final trailer is out. Man, I can't wait for this in Mario Odyssey. Let's watch it.
Let's go.
But does it have the same sound?
You can just leave it on mute. Or you
I
could
want to
turn-
hear it.
So we got a lot of snow.
Oh, she
Open
found the
up the
waffles,
chest.
baby. If you
So
didn't watch
th-
season 1,
Yeah,
it's,
so this is
spoiler
the
to season 1.
upside down world, right? She got the food.
Looks like it.
On Halloween,
Everyone's
night,
Halloween.
Will saw
Yeah.
a sort of shadow. Maybe all of this is happening for real.
Ghostbusters!
Yeah.
They're just a big Ghostbuster. That's so cool.
Because it was big in this time, wasn't it? In the
I know.
80s.
Nightmares
I had that costume.
is happening. And it all leads back to here.
I wore that exact costume on top of a horse.
Okay.
This thing. You said it was all in his head. And what have you done? Nothing. What is wrong with my boy?
I don't understand. 11 what? She always did.
Oh, shit. 11's
Oh, he's
back.
got an evil.
She's
Bleeding
back.
from that nose.
It's like it's reaching into Hawkins. If anyone knows how to destroy this thing, it's Will.
Oh my god.
Don't you think it's weird how we only seem to hang out when the world's about to end?
It's not like it was before. It's grown.
It's Judgment Day. Which is why we need as much help as we can get.
Ooh, look at that claw.
Yeah, I think it looks like a big Chinthulu, whatever that is called. Man, this is so good.
This does actually look
Wait a
really
minute,
good.
they brought that 80s character back?
You should go now. It's almost here.
Shows a lot of power in L11.
You still have that bat?
Bat? What bat?
One with the nails.
Oh my god. Throwback to season 1. I'm excited.
It looks very cool.
What else comes on October 27th?
Man, they're just doing everything on that day.
Yes.
I'm probably going to be playing on that day. I'll probably be playing Mario, wishing I was playing Assassin's Creed
I'm gonna play it.
while watching Stranger Things.
It's going to be a big pain in the butt to get everything done, but we'll do our bests. We promise Tommy will be playing Assassin's Creed because
I actually really want to. I really want to. I'm gonna buy it.
he literally is going to play that while playing Ark at
I
the
won't
same
have
time.
I probably will take a break and switch to that. I'd have to figure it out. I'm gonna have to take the. What am I even gonna play on?
You'll have
Like
lots of
Tommy
time.
would do great with the dog because
No,
the
I
Ark
won't.
at least teaches you how to feed your animals. Anyway, keep
I don't
going.
feed anything.
So next news story is Sony experimental projector that turns surfaces into touchscreens is coming to the U.S.
Finally, we will have a keyboard that will illuminate in front of me and I can click the buttons.
Well, that's been out for a while.
That's
the
been out
keyboard.
for a while,
But
the
no,
keyboard.
they've showcased this technology at like the first D23 they had that I went to in like 2009.
So it's gonna be like Minority Report.
So finally, well, no, they had like
I can touch the screen and shit.
The purposes that they're using for in that showcase was they had it on sand, and there's little turtles on the sand. You could bury the turtles, and you could like push them, and this is basically the same thing except just turning it to surface to a touch screen when you touch it.
Right, so you could put it on like a wall and then make it like a TV screen and just like move things around and pull things and wherever you
That's
want.
pretty cool. So like Tony Stark does when he's like pulling shit
Yeah,
in
kind of.
the Avenger movies.
Kind of, but it's coming to life. So
That's freaking awesome.
You got to pay $1,600, no, $1,700, and
I
it'll
want
only
one.
be in Chicago, Los Angeles, and Miami.
I want one.
T-Mobile stores.
I need one. Give me a loan.
Get a loan from your pops.
I want one.
By the next generation, that's cheaper. That's why I say.
Yeah, the next one will be better.
Don't jump into it like I did with VR.
I like he laughs about it.
Or don't jump in with it like 360-degree cameras like I did and get fucking shysted. But next news story.
What are they doing?
What?
What are they doing?
Shysted?
No. What are they doing? That's what they're doing.
All right.
Oh, what?
Oh,
Okay, I understand.
So Doom is coming out for Nintendo Switch. Who's excited? I know
very
Will's excited because he likes to kill demons while he's on the toilet.
That game changed my life.
Really? You played it for like 30 minutes. See that changed?
You stopped me from playing.
So you want to get the copy on Switch? Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
It's actually a really fun game, but
it isn't
I don't
the
think
best
Tommy
on
would
Switch,
like it.
but it'll look really good. So
Tommy would get scared.
I don't think Tommy would be able to play it.
Probably not.
I want to play Duke Nukem.
Yeah,
it's a terrible game.
It's
the
not
original.
very good. Yeah, it's still bad.
The original.
I liked it when you go to the toilet.
It has not aged well, but it's
you would
good.
pee so you could regen. That was nice.
Trust me, it hasn't aged well.
So this is the game right here. Are you willing to play
it's
this?
amazing. Well,
No,
the only
I'm
thing
not.
is the graphics don't look as good as PC or PS4.
Oh, of course.
But it plays just as well.
Or your awesome computer.
I like how
screen.
everything is like very Halo-ish.
Oh, yeah. My
It's like originally Doom. So
1440p
Doom is
ultra
Halo.
wide monitor.
That was amazing.
Getting his ass kicked. Oh,
So this is exciting for me because if you love Doom and you wanted to play it on the go, you can at least play it. So I'm waiting for Skyrim still.
It's just amazing.
that I do want to try.
They can take even modern games like this and just port it over to the Switch. I think that's what's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's setting a precedent, which is cool. Another precedent. But I want to play Skyrim really bad again on mobile because I love Skyrim and I just want to make another game though. Make something new. Oblivion.
Put Ark on it.
Team from Bethesda, please.
Ark on Nintendo Switch.
That's not going to run. It can barely run on a freaking Xbox. It's not going to run on that.
Well, the creators said they're down to put it. They just haven't had it.
They'd have to get the online part of it working as best as they can.
They still have to fix their own goddamn game.
All right, so that's pretty
did I
cool.
tell you they're making an Ark VR?
Yeah, well, I saw the announcement for it. Yeah,
Ark
but
Park,
I
there's a
haven't
trailer.
tried. I haven't even tried original Ark. This with like the VR thing with the regular controls. I haven't tried that.
I think the worst.
And it's literally like Jurassic Park.
I think the worst part of Doom is going to be the multiplayer. Do you see that?
Oh,
guy?
yeah.
Do you see that guy freaking
With the lag and-
jolting? What is this?
The multiplayer was the worst reviewed part of it. That was the part that they did like a playtest of before the game launched.
Uh-huh.
They didn't reveal the single player at all for anybody.
Uh-huh.
So nobody could tell if it was going to be good or not. And people saw the multiplayer like, this sucks. It was mediocre.
Yeah.
And then the actual game came out with the single player campaign. Everybody loved it. So that changed the story for the game. I don't know. Bethesda's like really stingy with the review copies these days.
Well, it's probably because people are not nice with them. Anyway, moving on.
Woman trades a packet of McDonald's Szechuan sauce for a new car.
Wow.
So she took I don't know what's going on the top, but this ad needs to close.
I don't know what's happening either.
So
There
she
it goes.
traded her. You know what kind of car she got, Tommy? She got a 2000 Volkswagen Golf M2 So what's going on the screen is the people at the McDonald's freaking out and saying they want Szechuan sauce, and the police had to come because there's 100 people outside yelling about "we want sauce."
This is crazy. What city is this in?
This is probably in LA. People in LA are freaking
Oh my
crazy.
God.
Anyway, keep going down, keep going down.
It doesn't say where.
What the hell?
Doesn't matter. Just keep going down.
McDonald's had 70 sauces.
Keep going. That's the car she got. She got a Volkswagen.
It's in Michigan.
Yeah, she got a Volkswagen freaking... Look at that. She got a packet of Szechuan sauce and got a freaking Volkswagen.
Look at her with her green hair. Or
Whoever
teal
gave it to her.
That's pretty cool. I mean, I'd be so excited to get... Look at this Szechuan sauce. Get out of here.
What is this?
That's a Szechuan sauce.
Is that really what it looked like?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't remember it looking like that.
It didn't look like that for
Because
Mulan.
we saw the jugs.
Yeah, that's not what it looked like, but it's probably the Rick and Morty. Keep going. That cool Timex she got. This car she got. So exciting. I would be so freaking flippin' sweet if I got a car for a packet of sauce.
That she probably got for free.
Yeah.
Got a free car, basically.
So the people that love Rick and Morty, I love you guys, but at the same time, I don't understand why you guys like the merch so much. But it's okay. It is what it is. Someone traded a car for a Szechuan sauce? All right, good for you. All right, next story. Actually, we have some updates. Cuphead.
Cuphead, what's going on?
Sold 1 million copies already.
Yay
So
for Cuphead.
So the good thing for Ellie is Ellie also helped them by buying a 4-disc vinyl, which helped get even more sales for them.
Yay.
Wait until I show you what else I bought.
What did you buy? Please tell us now.
You'll find out.
Well, she loves Cuphead.
I'm going to tell you right now, if it's like a whole bunch of these weird vinyl toys from Funko Pop,
No, I
I'm
didn't
gonna lose
buy.
my mind.
I might be getting those, but I didn't buy them.
I hope you buy a
She bought actual Cuphead.
I bought stickers. I bought a sweatshirt, a Christmas sweatshirt.
Can you buy a Cuphead?
I bought
car
a poster.
sticker? So
A lot of the stuff is already sold out. I checked.
Can you buy
those shirts and stuff?
Can you buy a Cuphead?
Yeah, I think mostly the posters.
Cuphead.
Huh.
Can you buy a
get a
Cuphead drink?
Cuphead car sticker
The
so we can
vinyl?
put it on your car?
Like
Funko
a cup? Can you
uh,
get an actual cup? Or you
the
just-
figure, you can get the figure.
I want to be able to pour like
car.
milk in it.
Oh, I don't think so.
I'm just
Rich,
kidding.
huh?
No, I'm not rich.
Dang.
Never mind.
I know what happened now.
My parents want me to. They worry about my old car.
Okay, we'll figure out what's going on with her car.
Hey, if you get some Szechuan sauce, you can
yeah,
probably
you get
get
a new car with Szechuan sauce.
If your car breaks down, your car breaks down. It's not gonna be the end of the world.
All right. Next news story.
just a
This is not
bad
actually a story; it's an update. Star Citizen shows a video of cockpits. Car crowdfunding passes $161 million.
Wow. And the game's not even out yet.
The game is. When is this game going to be done?
It's gonna be amazing when it does come out, if it does come out.
I don't think my computer's going to be handling it, but it got 161. Wait, is it 161 million? Yeah,
It looks so good though.
yeah, it's in the millions.
Look at
Here's
this
the
game.
cockpit stuff.
God, they're not showing it.
The
It's
game
all
looks
talk.
so good.
It's all people talking. Can't see any gameplay. I just want to
Look
see
at
some
that.
gameplay.
Just scrub through it. Why are you doing what you're doing? Scrub, 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 scrub. There you go.
So little.
There's
Like
a
a little
cockpit.
screenshot.
That game is going to be so sick. Tommy's going to love that. It's like Ark, but spaceships and space stations.
Yeah, I might.
I don't think your computer's going to be able to handle it.
It's the same thing. It's always a cockpit view from front. Oh, there,
There it is.
There we go.
Dude, that looks so intense.
It's supposed to come with VR integration too.
I don't think my computer's going to be able to handle it, Will. We're going to have to do a computer update.
No, it should be able to handle it
No, I've heard that you need two 1080s, 1080s to handle this.
for like the maximum graphic settings.
I can't play on low graphics.
Yes, you can.
Ellie needs processing cards for this too.
She has a 9080 Ti.
Oh, that's good enough. That was our last update, but I'm gonna leave it up to you guys to talk about Super Mario Odyssey, the event at City Walk.
I'll make it very fast and short.
Well, I have a little video we put together of it.
Oh my god,
I
I'm
better
so
not be in
excited to
it
see
or
your
I'll
video.
kill you.
Oh, you're in it.
Oh my god, is that Mario?
Shit.
I didn't approve it.
Is that Mario though?
Okay, so the things that I wrote this down. Hold on. The things that happened. So the very first part, this event overall took place in City Walk, Hollywood, California. It's the first stop out of all the stops.
Next to Universal Studios, right?
Yeah, next to Universal Studios, Hollywood. They were promising us that we'd be able to take a photo with Mario for the first time ever with his Cappy hat, and have a chance at winning prizes.
That's mean.
Have a chance at winning prizes and play the game, hopefully. So we got there early, and we wanted to go to Universal as well. And when we first got there, Mario was out there having a really weird photo shoot. So if you look at if you're watching the video on the YouTube, you'll see him walk awkwardly into his trailer, and it's like stop.
Yeah.
He stops. It's like,
Oh, I know.
stop right here
Because they're doing photos, right?
Yeah, they're doing a little photo shoot. And then Ellie and I went to Universal, and then we came back. So these are the other stops. They have Dallas, Chicago, Philadelphia, New York.
We could get to Philadelphia.
That's kind of a ways.
It'd be a waste of time, let me tell you.
But at least we could see Philadelphia. We could get to
True.
Dallas.
Yeah, so the thing is,
days.
we went to Universal and came back at the event start. So you can see they covered up the trailer now. And they have that big screen with the Mario Odyssey stuff on it. And there's a huge line just to see Mario. And we had no idea how long the line was to play the actual game. It actually ended up being really long. So Mario's there taking photos with people. And we saw...
It's me, I'm Mario.
The best cosplay we saw during the whole event was 2 kids.
Yeah, they were freaking adorable.
Yeah, you're going to see them in a second.
Did they?
Why'd
Did
you
you guys
record
ask to take a
children?
picture with them or no?
It was an accident. They're just ended up walking
Hey, look
by.
at
I
that
was
guy
like,
with a switch over there.
I was like,
Oh,
oh, hey.
look cute, there
I was
they
like, oh,
are.
look at those two. So I got a Princess Peach and a little Asian Luigi
Why do you have to say Asian Luigi?
and an Asian
Little
Peach.
boy.
Okay, little boy
Luigi.
and little Peach.
Well, that's so cute. They were boyfriend, girlfriend, you think?
No,
No,
brother,
brother,
sister.
sister.
Oh, that's weird. I'm
Because
sorry.
there was her mom right there. You see her.
Oh, I just thought that was like the guardian or something.
Yeah.
What are those kids out of school for? Wasn't this a school day?
It was.
I don't know.
They look like they're under 5.
No.
So they unveiled it, even though it was unveiled earlier in the morning.
Happy Chinese New Year.
That's what I just heard. There's Voodoo Donuts that just opened up.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I love it. I want some
That's my
more
favorite
of
part.
it. Mario, how do you like your new wheels? Yes? Yeah, Mario's a fan. Digging in.
That's how Tommy would be if he was doing the announcing.
He would talk constantly, just nonstop talk.
Just throw his
I
arms
was
out.
like, oh my god, stop talking. So the next thing is they revealed for the first time ever the
Dad.
Jump Up Superstar music video, which you shared with us. That was revealed for the first time on that screen up there in the middle of the city walk. See on that stage, that's where they're playing the game.
Oh.
But I had no idea how long the line was. We started waiting in line there. I was like, were you guys waiting in the other line? I was like, what other line? And he pointed to the left. I was like, oh my god! It like went all the way to over the Curious George parking lot from the beginning of Hard Rock Cafe. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh no, thank you.
What line were you in then?
We just went in line to
Can I
go see
say one thing?
Mario,
They brought
but we
like
just barely missed him.
2 switches.
Huh?
They brought
No,
two switches.
Let me restate.
No, look over there. They have
They have several.
8 total.
8 switches.
8 switches.
Tommy,
That's embarrassing.
Tommy, let me rephrase that.
This is
part.
11 million people.
We
that are
waited
down
in a
here.
line because we saw people taking pictures with Mario. The tarps were still on, so you have this nasty, ugly background. And then they revealed it. Mario took a few more pictures, and we had like maybe 3 people in front of us, and they're like, "Mario's gonna go away for 30 minutes."
Yeah, it could have helped at least told us
Mario
something.
need to pee.
Right, he was like, we were 3 people away from Mario, and Mario had to leave.
All you got to do is run up real quick, turn
Here's the
around, do a
thing.
quick selfie with Mario in the background, and run away.
Here's the thing.
Can't
I
do
get
shit.
it. These people need their breaks. Cause
There's security
I
guards
felt bad.
everywhere.
Why didn't you get 2 freaking Marios?
Got to do it for the shot.
2 Marios. You know, just 2 Marios.
Have
for
Luigi-
a Mario
have
event.
Luigi come out?
How could you not have Mario out at a Mario event and it's freaking Mario's event? You know? I was just.
Is this the,
and then it's like,
are these Disney standards that you're holding them up to?
no.
Well,
it's
we were
just-
promised a photo with Mario.
And okay, and then
He said-
here's
but
the
he was
thing.
coming back.
So
He
then
didn't
they
leave.
finally took the ugly black tarp off. So at least you get the stupid
Car?
mobile thing. But then the freaking they just take a little zoomed in instead of the whole entire thing to it's like, hey, I'm at this event. Look at this cool like automobile thing. No, instead it's just a close up into like the artwork on there, which just wasn't even impressive. I'm like, I can't tell where I am. Hated the picture. They just were rushed. I hated it.
Wow,
So you
much
enjoyed
hate there.
yourself, huh?
Yeah, no.
So much hate. Wow. All right, so the rest of the event, I mean, we just have the other side of the trailer here. You can see he has a mustache.
It's
Yep.
me,
Along with that hat.
Mario. Oh,
Oh, they had a girl dressed up.
I saw that. What was that?
She was wearing
Just
the.
don't please Tommy. Just keep going.
Go back.
She was wearing the dress that
Can I see
you
the
have-
book at least?
Oh,
Is it what's the same dress the one character wears
Good
in the
evening.
game? The girl
Oh.
that's singing the song.
Oh, okay, yeah.
it's not Roger Rabbit.
But
it's
look
his
at all those
girlfriend.
people with the cappy hat that we did not get because we weren't able to play the game. I was so mad.
Oh, they
I
got a
just
free
wanted that
hat.
We did get this though. A little kit. We got some stickers in there, and it came with a postcard of one
That's
of the
pretty
local.
It did not make me feel special though, because
See,
then these
Ellie's showing
people
off.
were giving them away to people that were just out there. I'm like, okay, so you don't have to wait a line to get these. Then
Well, it's cool that we got it at least. So we got the
I don't
new
know what Donk City is, but
Donk City. That's Donkey Kong City, basically New York.
oh, cool.
That's what the city is called with the humans. Is
Okay.
New Donk City.
That is some originality.
That sounds like something.
Let's take New York, spread it apart, put Donk in the middle, call it a day.
New Donk City. Come on, that's kind of creative though.
It sounds,
No, it is
It
not.
sounds interesting, but it also sounds like a place where you could buy weed.
And then we also got Ellie did some weird, crazy shit with her hand. We got the.
Look at that
I can't
Destiny
read
shirt.
that what that is. Steam Gardens. That's where the Goombas are, I guess.
So with that Goomba in the back, his like mouth's all fucked up.
Because they always have the mouths like that. They're always like cool.
Oh, look at his mouth's like
They're always like mad.
Yeah, they're yelling.
His teeth's all messed up.
Yeah, we were both wearing Destiny shirts. That's kind of funny.
I saw Ellie wear a Destiny shirt.
Oh my god, was Ellie just smiling just now?
I've never
she was
seen
happy
her
she got the
smile.
postcards.
I've never seen her smile before.
Oh my god, look at that picture.
Why'd you have to show the fucking picture?
Because we got a picture.
Why is Will leaning out?
Because I didn't know what to do. I was so awkward.
He leaned so far out.
Look at that goddamn picture.
Will's such an
I was like, am I covering things up right now? It's like,
Will's such an awkward cat.
Why did it go away?
Good save. Good save.
Because that's all there was.
William's
Oh,
such an awkward
good.
person. He's like instant. Like that picture looks like he's like. Ellie's
He's like, shit, am I in the picture? Lean back.
Yeah, it's like, I
Why'd you have to?
I don't know what to do.
Lean
But yeah,
back.
this is what the event was. That's all it was.
Slow. Okay, keep it.
It's
keep
cool
it
that it
going,
had
keep
at
going.
least a screen above him.
Look at the lady with the red dress. You missed her.
You obviously didn't get that huge ass fucking line, and you didn't get that rude ass security person.
Oh, there's a guy in the red suit. Look.
Yeah, those guys are
Yeah, the
dancers
guys
in the
suits.
show. in
Yeah, the ladies
commercial.
right there with the
Yeah.
dress.
Hey, lady.
Is that a picture thing?
Boom, 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 boom.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, they had a picture thing.
Are you
there.
excited about getting the game now, or not because of this?
No.
Do you still want to get it?
She still
just
wants
sit
wants
in
the
a
game. She's
closet
still
for a
excited
while.
about it. No, she's still excited.
I'm more
She's
excited
just-
about the amiibos now.
She's just sad. I don't know if anybody caught it, but on her Twitter, she shared that.
William shared it for me. I didn't do nothing.
Well, what's funny is she automatically went to a corner in Starbucks after I was like, "Let's go to Starbucks. Look at you, Starbucks fix." And she went to this little corner and like put her head in the little corner, and all like moping that she was sad that she didn't get a new.
So she
cat.
started
I just wanted to play the game.
She started acting like a bird.
I was excited. I was hyped up, supposedly hyped up, and then we were like, "Oh, look at this little short line."
It's like,
I was gonna get in.
it's
like, did you not see
like,
that line? I'm like,
it's like PSX. They don't bring enough stuff.
and then it was just frustrating because it looked like there's people that had no idea this event was going on, that they just got lucky and got in
just
the
walking
line.
around. Oh shit! It's
Yeah,
Mario.
look, free hats.
They
yeah.
got Mario here. Free hats. Yeah.
That's what upset me most.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yep. So that was the Super Mario Odyssey event in City Walk.
That's pretty cool. I would love to go and do it, but if they make the same mistakes as everybody else makes on these games,
Never
like,
bring in enough
previews,
stuff.
You don't bring enough systems. You brought this giant trailer, which is worthless. Honestly, what's in the trailer?
Completely worthless.
It looks cool, but it's worthless. It's not selling merchandise out
You
of it.
should
right?
have had the photo
No,
ops
no
in the
merchandise.
front of the fucking vehicle, not in the side.
I think that's just their trailer.
The side is cool, but
No, it's not.
what I meant is at least you could have said, okay, this vehicle is going to have like 8 stations to play the game around it.
Nope.
And then you can have 8 stations outside. So at least you can do 16 people at a time and maybe not make the demo 30 minutes, or like 10 minutes. It should
I
be
have
like
no idea how
5
long it
minutes.
was.
It
But
was
there's a lot of
Mario's
people
rest
waiting.
area. That's what it was.
The trailer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess so.
But anyway, I think it's pretty cool. I'm excited to play this game. I literally love Mario. I always liked him since I was a kid.
I'm really excited to
So-
play it. I mean, the more I see it, the more excited I am for it. I don't know. I'm probably going to try testing it out first. And then if it really grows on me, I'll be playing that and not playing Assassin's Creed. If it doesn't really grow on me, I'll probably be playing Assassin's Creed. We'll see.
Ooh, baby. Will be making a Super Mario hat with an NSC chip in it.
I could.
There we go. I
It's
just made
a me,
something
a
happen.
Mario.
Let's move on. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
All right,
Okay.
next
Okay.
story. Next
Main topic of the
main
week.
topic. Our main topic of the week is
Donkey Kong: The Adventures of Lupe.
Okay, no, relax.
Oh.
Middle Earth, Shadow of War. Bodom.
Shadow
So-
of War.
Ba-da-ba-dum.
For Tommy, since he loves to compare things and to keep it simple, you can think of Shadow of War as Lord of the Rings meets Assassin's Creed.
Or For Honor. Kind of reminds
Guys,
me of
It's
that.
nothing like
Nothing
For Honor. You're not because you're not in For Honor. You're not climbing over buildings and assassinating people.
No, the movement of jumping between
Oh,
character
okay.
fights.
I get what you're saying. Some movement.
You're doing the same thing in Assassin's Creed though. When you're fighting
Yeah, you
with
pretty
your
much-
sword,
That's true. I'm just saying.
and you're countering all the time.
I'm just not letting you steal my shine, but predetermining.
I know
what
how your
I
brain
can
works.
say.
It's exactly like
Look,
Assassin's
I'm a
Creed.
very simple person. You know?
It's not like For
Yeah.
Honor at all.
But anyway, what's funny is the game now includes gear drops just like upcoming Assassin's Creed Origins.
Yeah. So we're getting gear drops in Assassin's Creed Origins, and you got gear drops in here, which is it seems like a way. Honestly, it just seems like a way to include microtransactions.
Yep. And I think microtransactions are getting even more weird with physical purchases that you can make and they turn into microtransactions. But anyway, I'm talking about that later. It's a sequel to Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor, which is actually a great game that came out in 2014.
Love that game.
Which was a sleeper hit, which a lot of people bought. Not a lot of people bought. Some people bought and really loved it. Then a lot of people bought it after.
Yeah.
Shadow of Mordor had a slow launch, but suddenly gained a tons of traction as people learned about the Nemesis game system and had a fun gameplay with it. So I actually loved it because I didn't even know about the Nemesis system, but I was lent this game because I was told it's fun. And once I got it lent, I could not stop playing it. I beat this game in 3 days.
I love the
3
Nemesis
days?
system. The Nemesis system
I
is
didn't
so
play straight.
Monster.
The Nemesis system was so interesting
It's
and
amazing.
so new.
It's
I mean, it
fucking
was
amazing.
wait, you can make enemies in a game that actually you hate?
That is my favorite.
I hated when one guy killed me 3 times, and once I got killed by him, he always got even worse and worse and stronger. I was like, oh, I'm never going to beat this guy. Then I beat him. I was so excited. No, literally, that's what it is. They talk shit on you when they kill you.
Yeah, they do.
They literally, once they cut your head off, they'll be like this, ha ha ha, you suck.
Pretty much.
Or they'll be like, Lannister always pays his hit. That's ha 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 ha.
Something weird like that.
You look so gangster right now, Ellie. I wish I was your friend.
You're going to shank somebody, huh?
She's about
You.
Okay.
There's been a lot of stigma about this game. The microtransactions, which are not a part of the previous game, especially since there's an online cooperative feature coming up.
Yeah.
It is actually out with it. A lot of people fear that it's going to be a pay-to-win system because you can pay for gear.
So since you're battling other people online, whoever's highest level is automatically going to win. So whoever paid the most money, they get the most experience.
Right. Or, best drops, best gear.
Yeah, same thing.
I want this shiny helmet, 60,000 credits, which you can pay for with a $19 credit card. Or your dad leaves his credit card on your Xbox system and you just all of a sudden have all these shiny new gear.
Shiny new gear.
Like happened to one of our friends.
Yes, which happened to one of our friends. And their parent had to call the phone company and cancel a lot of stuff. So
what?
The game is developed by Monolith Studios, developer of such games as Alien vs. Predator 2. William, did you like that game?
I love that game.
I didn't play
Alien vs. Predator 2 was an amazing game.
It came out in
this
2001.
This is around the time I first learned about Predator, the movie. And probably 2000s when I learned about it. And then I played the original Alien vs. Predator. Alien vs. Predator 2 came out. I was like, oh my God, I got to play this game. But my computer couldn't handle it. So I could only play it with my brother-in-law, who at the time was doing Q&A at Sierra Games. And it was really fun over there. Yeah, well, he was doing over there. Sierra Games at the time was also helping out Steam. They're doing technical support for Steambox. Not Steambox, the Counter-Strike and all the other games.
Sierra was great. Sierra's a great company.
Yeah, it was a great game.
But then dead.
Oh, they had a great game
library.
That's what I'd say.
They also did Fear 2. Fear 1 was so was Fear 2, but I like
Fear 2 was pretty good.
I like Fear 1 more.
Yeah. But Fear 2 came out in 2009. They had a bunch of other games, but not as well known as those games.
Right. So what is the Nemesis system? The biggest part of this gaming system is the Nemesis system. So for Tommy, so Tommy can know what it is. The monolith states that the system is no two players will have the same experience with millions of different opportunities. Any orc that kills you will become a captain in Sauron's army and gain unique traits and titles based on the conditions of how they killed you.
Really?
Or what happened to that character. Yep. So if
shit.
Let's say you chase the character with one of the
let's say
tiger things.
This is what happens to me sometimes. So I'm hunting a captain, right? I have to go kill this captain for my mission or whatever I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I get him, but then my health's so low, some guy just touches me in the back. And then he kills me, and all of a sudden he thinks it's the greatest shit that ever happened to Mordor. He's like, "Oh, I killed you! I knew that as soon as I met you, I'd be able to get you, you gutless bastard," or something like that. I was like, "You motherfucker! You just barely touched me with that sword." And then all of a sudden he's promoted, and then he kills other orcs. And all of a sudden he's war chief before you know it. Asshole.
Yeah. So what happens is they'll gain let's say you chase somebody, but you don't kill him, Tommy. Let's say you chase somebody with a tiger thing. I forget what they're called. Wogs,
Ulag,
or whatever.
No, Ulag
is Assassin's Creed, dude.
That's what I told you.
This is straight
That's
up
what I
Assassin's
told
Creed.
you.
So then you basically
Shadows
chase,
of Assassins.
So think about this, Tommy. So you chase one of these chiefs captains with a tiger-like thing.
It's Cargor.
Okay, so you chase it.
But it even illuminates like in Assassin's
Cargor.
Creed.
Yeah. You imagine if you're chasing someone with a tiger thing.
I think they actually had that system of the thing that you see before, where your last location was noticed.
Yeah.
Before Assassin's Creed did it. So
yeah.
Because I think Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag was the first game that did that.
Yeah, they did this before them. But the
Switchblade.
thing,
that's brutal.
The thing that was cool about it is like you chase one of the captains with those the giant dog, and then imagine that you didn't kill him, then he's gonna have a weird fear of those dogs. He gains like a fear of it. So if you rode in it, he'll have like a weird reaction and he'll run away from battle again.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so
that's
really
a whole level of programming that you don't really need.
Yeah.
But like it's just like
it was really
adds
good.
to
It made the game amazing.
Yeah, and the Nemesis system is what made Shadow of Mordor the first game.
Loved it.
And then on this game, they expand upon it.
But see, the mistake is you let him live.
So the ranking systems work this way. They will go from captain to war chief to overlord, which is the top tippy top. For each of these armies can be developed strengths and weaknesses from almost unlimited combinations of perks and flaws. Each orc can become a captain or a higher rank, belong to one of several tribes that can dictate how they act and what hidden traits are they bring into battle.
Yeah, so now there's tribes. I don't think the tribes were in there last time.
They weren't in there before.
But it just adds another layer onto the complexity of the characters,
Yeah,
basically.
I remember before there was they can develop certain perks that they could kill you with, like, I'm a sharpshooter or something with like a crossbow.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes like this can happen too, Tommy. You kill an orc, and then later when you kill him, you cut off his arm and his leg. Next time you see him, he'll have a peg leg and an arm.
No way.
And he could, it doesn't always happen. It happens sometimes.
That's pretty cool.
And then say he was vulnerable for fire the first time, and that's how you killed him by fire. You set him on fire somehow. All of a sudden he'll be invulnerable for the fire, and said, "Last time I saw you, I was weak, but now I'm strong." And then he has a lot less vulnerabilities, and he's back even stronger than before. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's a really cool system.
And if they kill you a bunch, they become like super humans. So you got to be careful not to die too much.
So you got to slice them quick.
If you play on the hardest difficulty, you're really kind of screwing yourself over the more you lose to them.
Yeah,
because it is gain up and level,
and then it becomes so powerful that it's really difficult.
So like that guy you just threw off, like you just threw him off the edge. If he survives, he'll come back with
if he kills you, he levels up.
Yeah.
I mean, will he come back with like a bum leg and stuff?
No. Well,
these characters are
if you kill them.
These guys are kind of like throwaways unless
they have to be
him.
a captain. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So basically, they're throwaways until let's say Will was had no health, and the guy he just choked reversed it and killed him. And instantaneously, that guy would captain.
Oh, okay.
And he would be crazy. So overlords will use the all orcs train in one of many enemy classes that reflect how they fight in battle, and upon reaching the rank of captain, these orcs and ulags attain even more powerful advanced classes that come with even more fighting abilities.
The ulags are new to Shadow of War.
Oh, this is the part where he does the
swan dive.
The swan dive.
You can do that anywhere in this game, though. It's not just the swan dive.
You know what it's? Remember what
you
it's
don't
called?
have to do it into a.
There's no way he'd survive that shit. Get out of here!
He's not.
He jumped off that shit.
He's not.
Trampoline.
So this character, we gotta. I need to explain it to Tommy. This character
isn't fully human.
You know the story of Lord of the Rings, right?
Yes, I do.
Sauron and the One Ring. Apparently, he had help with the One Ring, and that person that helped.
Yeah, the elves made him the ring.
There's one elf.
Yeah.
And, according to this game, it was one elf, and he became a wraith. And he wants to seek revenge on Sauron. This ranger dies in Mordor, and I don't remember how, but somehow he finds the wraith finds him and brings him back to life. So he's whenever he dies, he comes back to life. So that's part of the story. Even though he dies, he always comes back to life.
Oh, that's why they added that whole mechanic of how you die.
Yeah. So that's how they explain
that makes sense.
So when an orc kills you, come back.
Yeah, I was like, how did they explain
Did you notice the hammer that he beats people with?
And you notice the wraith is inside his body. So whenever he does a special or falls from a big height, you'll see that he has a white outline. That's the wraith.
Oh, okay. That's
so it's part of him, kind of.
He was basically a smith that was making all the rings of power.
What's going on here?
And he basically was like a huge he was basically wasn't he like in the Silmarillion, I think the book. I forgot his name, but somebody made it for him. One of the elves made it for him. One of the elves, I forgot his name. What's his name? I don't know. Okay, development of the Shadow of War. Will can look up.
Well, hold on 1 second. I think before we jump into development, I should just go over, because we talked about the majority of the systems here. I just want to showcase some of the stuff that that's new to the game. So this guy, I love this guy. He was already a captain. He didn't kill me or anything, but he was already captain. His name is Booball, and he was Booball the something. I don't remember what his title was, but he was normal. Okay. And he was talking to me like a normal person, but then I kept fucking with him. So what you can do, this happens later in the game. You can take over an orc and add him to your army, because you get a ring on your arm. So what I often do is I toy with orcs until I level them up or have something unique about them. Then I add them to my army. So I have like a little story with each one. And with him, I would mark him like for a target. I would get you go find other orcs. They're called worms, to get intel on the other captains. And I would get one of those orcs and I'd say, hey, go tell this captain I'm going to kill him. And it was this guy. And then he'd go to the fortress and get people to protect him and wait for me, and I have to draw him out. And whenever I draw him out, I would go over him and you put your hand on them, and you have to choose: do I want to shame him, recruit him, or fight him to the death? I would always choose shame him. And so whenever the thing is, when you mark that you're going to kill them, they gain a level, and whenever you shame them, they lose a level. So I just kept doing it and kept doing it and kept doing it. Eventually he lost his mind. And this is really cool. Instead of actually talking stuff anymore, he would just say, who's in charge? Are you in charge? Who's in charge? Who's in charge? You're not in charge. I'm in charge.
So you broke this man.
I broke him. And he comes back. Actually, I broke him. And then eventually I was like, I like you. I'm going to add you to my army. And then I took him to a fortress thing, which is one of the new features of the game.
Yeah.
You can attack fortresses and claim a whole fortress for yourself. Instead of just hunting other orcs like the last game.
Yeah.
And on the attack of the fortress, he died. I was like, shit. So it was one of my favorite characters. Gone. But anyway, he'll come. That plays a role in what is going to come up later. But so now in the game, just like Assassin's Creed, I mentioned this earlier.
Yeah.
You can choose your equipment and add on gems to it.
Of course.
So there's a gem thing. You have to earn gems. You can get different rings and stuff like that to upgrade your character. So a lot of the different stuff you can do. What's really cool is they added drakes. So you can actually ride dragons in this game. But you couldn't do that in the first game. I thought that was pretty cool. So you can see there's a drake over here. I'm going to attack with my arrow. I'm going to mount it with my power there. And now I can just fly it around and breathe fire on everybody. It's really cool.
Yay! You're literally the father of dragons now.
It's so fun. You're so powerful when you're on one of those things.
It's a really small dragon, though.
It's a drake.
It's
Yeah.
not really a dragon level. You know the difference between drakes and dragons?
I don't know. I never had one.
Dragons have 2 legs. Drakes have 2 legs, and dragons have 4.
Okay, so this is where it comes into play.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Because I was just playing the game like normal, and all of a sudden I'm greeted by Booball. I was like, Booball, you're back! I was just playing the game like normal. This is what's so cool. This can randomly happen.
Who's in charge? You think you're in charge? You're not in charge. You're not in charge of anything.
I was like, who's in charge? You're back!
He lost his... Who's this guy in his underwear running into?
You're not in charge.
You're not in charge? Is that all he says?
Yeah. So not only did he come back from death, he betrayed me, the asshole. He came back just to betray me.
Wow, what is happening?
Honestly, I don't know. But there's another feature of this game.
Oh wow, this is a fast forward mode?
Yeah, well I just fast forwarded it.
Oh.
So there's
a lot better.
There's save throws. So whenever C's about to kill me, instead of killing, I get able to hit that button in time and save myself. You can only do that so many times.
The little movement thing he does where like the body is behind him Reminds you of Chronicles of Riddick. The Necromongers.
Oh yeah.
He's trying to steal the soul so he can gain health.
Yeah. But they keep hitting me before I can do it.
You're way too close.
Yeah. I didn't even do a save throw here. See, I love how they say their name, the character's name, when you're about to die.
You're not in charge at all.
That's all he says?
Yeah, he's lost his mind, man.
Completely broke that character.
So now I'm going to try to take him back over. It's like, I want you back in my army.
Shame.
Well, now I'm trying to recruit him.
Oh my god.
He's like, no, you can't. But that's all he says. He was in charge.
Iron Will.
I was like, now I was so mad. I was like, oh my god, I just want to add you back. I ended up shaming him to level 1. And then trying every time I would before I would shame him, I would try to add him back into my army. He would just keep telling me, who's in charge? Who's in charge? It's like, God damn it, come back to my army.
He's done.
What's wrong with you?
He's gone. He's so far gone, he's gone.
But anyway, most characters that you shame until they lose their mind,
right,
don't say cool things like that. Who's in charge anymore? They just make noises. Like this guy. So another feature in the game is you can watch your orcs fight each other. So this is a pit battle. I have no say in what happens. Basically, I pick the character and I'll say, hopefully
One word, dermatologist.
Hopefully you win. But the thing is, this one's really interesting because he's level 21. Most of the characters that are fighting against are level 31. So I was like, oh my god, he's going to win? I don't know.
You better not underestimate
And it ended up being a really close fight, actually. So there's lots of character types you can see. Look at this. See, he's making baby noises. See, he was able to talk and stuff, but when I shamed him, he just started making baby noises. I was like, okay then.
Broke him down to babies.
Oh my god. He's just going woo 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 woo. What is going on? Is this like a fight or like a game?
So there's characters that have shields, there's characters that throw little spears, there's characters that have fire on their weapon, characters that have cursed weapons, characters that fire arrows, characters that fire crossbows, characters that tame beasts and use beasts.
Do you control the camera angles? It looks like you can.
Yeah, but I was just letting it do its own thing. I was so worried because look how low his health is already. He's about to die right now because he has a fear of Margoi flies. You can see the flies.
What is the flies?
The fly. Somehow his dog died.
But then all of a sudden this happened. I was like, how'd this happen?
He won. Woo, 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 woo.
Yeah, I was so lucky.
Damn, that's brutal as shit.
Yeah, this game's brutal.
It's pretty good. But they can sell in Germany because the blood's black.
He's so retarded. Look at that mouth.
He's like, yeah, I did it. Woo,
yo, that guy's got some mad warts.
Yeah. So this, I'm going to show an assault on a fortress. So the way this works is with this, you're able in this game to infiltrate. So first you infiltrate the war chiefs. And then once you infiltrated the war chiefs and then all the war chiefs, basically you have the fortress, overlords on top, and then you have all the war chiefs below that, and below that are all the regular captains.
Yeah.
You infiltrate the war chiefs, and you can see there's a total of 4 war chiefs. They're all on my side because they're blue. So usually when you meet them, when you're taking over the fortress, they'd be against you, but they're all on my side. And you'll see that they'll say, it's going according to plan, master. Sorry.
Little fun little weird get together.
Yeah, so you actually can purchase upgrades for, like, I'm choosing fire archers to follow this captain around. So we're gonna start it, and this is what it looks like.
More gold pops. More gold pops. That's exciting.
That looks really epic.
Tommy will like this game. I'm sure you would like it. It doesn't look as fluid as the last game. Maybe I know
it's recorded on PS4, but yeah, the PS4 capture.
This is where the traitor army me bricks!
That's the Overlord.
This is where they
Legendary.
pay for what they did at Dar's Guram. An attacker was
This basically means he has better
to
like
challenge
perks.
this fort, and you are mad! I can see it in your eyes from here. Those eyes will soon see my throne room, but they won't be in your head. The boys are ready when you are, Bright Lord. Let's see how well their runes and spells hold up against our steel.
That's awesome. I like the guy on the little. That's Calibrimdor, the guy that's the white guy.
Yeah, the Wraith. So since I purchased these guys that blow up walls, they blow up those walls for me. Sometimes if you're like don't have enough power, they won't be able to do that until they get through the main gate. I think I speed it up right here. There we go. So you just go around to these points.
Capture
Soon as you get enough influence, you can do it right there. So he'd normally be against me. That's the one that making the retarded noises.
Oh my god.
So you just go into him, put the thing down. See, they're all on my side. So this next guy I think is going to say, stuff is going according to plan, Master. Where's the next one? This is a plan, boss. As soon as you capture all the points, you have to go to the main area to go take out the Overlord.
Wait, you just claimed the black wall?
Accident.
That's pretty cool. Well, if you didn't convert all those people, it'll probably be a longer fight.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely a lot more difficult. But it's cool that you can infiltrate.
We've lured you in to seal your doom. You'll die in this throne room.
Perhaps, but not today.
No! Boom, headshot. Boom, headshot.
Arrow proof. That's one of those perks. I can't use arrows against them.
He's frost proof.
That's an Ulag. That's one of the new unit types. They can be captains.
They
too.
have a trade. They have a cave troll.
They can be captains too.
Oh. Whichever passes in front of the house. Frost proof. I like how no one else is hitting you. He's almost dead when he flashes like that.
Abandon your master and serve me! I will serve you well!
And then
If you can't beat them, join them.
I always remember they always run off and then they're somehow on your side.
Yeah.
In the last game they did the same thing.
The end is within our grasp! We have shown the Dark Lord our strength! We have taught him the folly of challenging us! Now he knows that the Bright Lord and his army will not be stopped! Mordor will soon be ours!
That's my headphones.
It's going to come back.
My headphones are better.
Hello? Yeah, it's better now. Anyway, so that's the. So now I have to choose the new Overlord. It shows this guy, and then he goes to the top of the fortress, and then I got 2 war chiefs there. So that's a lot of the cool new features they got going on. I thought were most noteworthy to show a video for. So if you want to talk about development,
all right, let's talk about some development. So creative director Michael DePlater, I think that's how you say his name, said the development of Shadow Mordor was a learning study for Monolith in how to make an open world game. because I think this is their first open world game when they first started this. And the development of the teams limited themselves to the scope of what they could deliver for that game. So they didn't really take themselves to the next level or anything.
Right.
And like, we're going to make a, Starship Citizens game.
Yeah.
So they want.
If you do that, it'll never be done. So that's why Star
done.
Citizens never is done.
Yeah. Then with those lessons learned, the player said that Monolith was able to take a bolder step forward in Shadows of War, saying that it was our ambition to do a big blockbuster version. This is his quote, and he's quoted saying, "This is our ambition to do the big blockbuster version of the ideas that we'd begun to explore in the first game. It's kind of our Terminator 2 to Terminator." So
I don't know if this would compare to like Terminator 1 and Terminator 2 as far as how good the sequel is over the original, but definitely takes what was good and kind of adds on to it.
Right. They try to, I think he's just trying to make a cool quote because that's a really good movie.
Hype it up.
Yeah, hype it up. Monolith wanted to move the game from a soul player kind of game, solitary player experience, and to one of the capture an epic battle shown in Lord of the Rings films, such as the one at Helm's Deep.
Yeah,
such as the other ones.
Which is really, you get kind of a feel for that when you do the fortress attack, right?
Right. Kind of.
Helm's Deep was like all about defense.
Right.
But you do some defense later on.
Right. And bigger.
I love the
cities.
Helm's Deep battle in Tower of the Twin Towers.
Yeah, Twin Towers.
Yeah,
Huge
so
battle.
Cool.
Especially that naked guy that runs up and blows up the building.
The orc.
Yeah, the orc. They created battle systems that would enable large-scale battles where parts of the battle would be managed by various followers that the player had recruited. So basically allowing the player to still focus on the violence and brutality of close quarters combat and recognize basically that made it so that they didn't have to control the whole battle. They just needed to do what they wanted to do, and their captains would take care of the other parts for them. Recognizing that the violence inherent with the Middle-earth setting, Monolith aimed to include light, humorous elements to the play to play off the thirst for violence that the orcs have. So the game would not wallow you in to feel so sadistic. So like orcs want to eat people, and things that they say could be very rough or a little bit always wanting to murder. Instead of being all about murder, maybe make it a little bit more simple with jokes. Like Will's baby characters.
Who's in charge? Who's in charge?
Right.
You're not in charge.
The console PC versions were later confirmed to be rated mature by the ESRB. And like their predecessor, although the mobile versions, being like the Xbox and PlayStation 4, are less violent and given to their milder teen rating. Because I think in the PC versions, you probably can unlock a lot of different things that can make it like blood.
Like mods, yeah.
Yeah, blood mods and blood.
More
and all that
mods.
stuff. Death drama.
There's a death drama.
That's what you're
so
saying.
one of the developers died.
Yep.
And then there's drama from that.
So on March 3rd, 2016, Monolith executive producer Michael David Forgay died of cancer, which is sad.
Yeah, it's very sad.
To commemorate the loss of the Shadow of War executive producer, Monolith and Warner Brothers announced a DLC named Fort Hog Orc Slayer.
Because Forgy.
Yeah,
Fort
Forgy.
Hog.
Yeah, there you go. The Orc Slayer. Originally $3.50. Of the proceeds from the DLC made from any majority of the U.S. states would go to Forgay's family through December 31st, 2019. That's a lot of money, hopefully.
Well, the criticism was they didn't specify what states did not.
Right.
And anybody that bought the DLC outside of the United States
would not.
No money goes to the
family.
So stupid.
Warner Brothers was criticized for attempting to cash in on Michael Forgay's death. Following public backlash on September 27, 2017, the DLC was made free for all who purchased the game, and proceeds were refunded to those who purchased it beforehand, in favor of Warner Brothers making a lump sum donation to the Forgay family instead. That's a better plan instead of making us.
Yeah, there's so much drama because everybody was like looking at the fine print. Is like, what? I bought it, and I'm in this state.
Hey, and the ISR, was he always standing in the middle? Or is that something to add in the game?
It's something to kind of add in the game. It's not something that he was doing. It wasn't.
Like, I don't remember that in the movies. Like,
no,
like actual shape of a person. That's
no, but you can
has the
see
slit.
him. You can see him in the flames.
No,
in
that's
some
in
parts
the game.
Of the book,
Yeah.
But it's in the game. They just added it. Okay, some notable improvements for the game. Let's do that. 5 locations that you can conquer compared to the only 2 locations you got in the previous game. That's a big improvement because the game kind of felt short, didn't it? The last game, once you got good,
it had a pretty long beginning.
Right.
Well, it felt long, but then as soon as you got the game mechanic, you're like, oh, this is where. Well, actually, it's kind of short if you like pile through it. But as soon as you get the game mechanic where you can take over orcs, I like spent so much time on that.
Yeah.
But if you rush your way through it, you'll be done like really quick.
Yeah, the game. If you're basically playing it just to beat it,
but that's
you
the
can
first one
finish
I'm
the game
talking
in 24
about.
hours. Yeah.
This one, 5 different locations. Like before, you could only do it twice.
Right.
Now it's 5 different locations. It's crazy.
Right. So then it's like it's more than double. So
yeah,
it's 150% more. Fortresses to take over and infiltrate with spies if you wish. I guess it's not a requirement. Gems to modify your gear and RNG, so random number generated base gear drops, which you can also upgrade through challenges. Basically the same thing as what you get in Destiny, right?
Yeah, so you get gear and it says you have this perk that can unlock if you do this challenge. So
right.
It's all right. I mean, it's not amazing, but the thing is,
the future comes with
unless there's a level cap, it's just constantly you're still moving from gear to gear. So I was just ignore the challenges because I'm just wanting to get the latest greatest gear anyway.
Right.
So,
but I mean, future purchasers can buy, upgrades with cash, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So,
but there is something that they do though. So they add daily challenges and weekly challenges that you can earn you that same currency that you buy.
Oh, nice.
So there is that.
So that kind of helps. That makes it so
a little
you don't
bit.
have to
Yeah,
really
that means
buy
that you can buy some loot chests.
As long as you're good at the game, you can get even better at the character too. So you don't have to be really rich.
Mm-hmm.
Online nemesis battles that allow you to avenge other players. Avenge other players for the unique orc that killed them.
Well, so let's say there's this one orc that you just cannot beat and it keeps killing you. Somebody else will probably see that as an online and vendetta mission. So they can do that. You can do that missions and wherever that role that kept killing that other online person, you can experience what that orc loadout was, what was challenging them so much.
Right.
So that's what's kind of cool about that. Is all up to what this person was challenged with. So somebody else, you just got to think somebody else is really dying to that orc constantly.
Right.
That you just are battling right now.
And maybe that orc is so, unique that it might be fun to try to challenge them yourself and see if you're up to the par, up to snuff with it. Online fortress battles where you can conquer or have your own fortress conquered and attacked doesn't negatively affect you when you lose.
So it just happens when you're not paying attention. Unlike Metal Gear Solid, what was it? Metal Gear Solid 5. I don't remember the subtitle, but on that you would have to upgrade your base, and as soon as it gets attacked, you have to upgrade it again. In this case,
the Phantom Pain, you meant?
The Phantom. Is that the prequel part or no? That's the regular part. Yeah, Phantom Pain.
Part.
So in that you have to upgrade your base. If you get beat by somebody that infiltrates your base, you lose all those upgrades. In this, it always remains the same. So at least there's that.
No, I mean,
you don't lose everything.
That's pretty cool that you get to fight somebody's. Oh, this guy's going to become a captain because he killed Will. So, boom,
killed me.
Now, see, that guy was a nobody, and now he's Prack the Red. It just took parts of his character, his color, and just said, all right, he's red, so Prack the Red.
Yeah, you're going to see him. He's going to scream right now.
Which is really cool. They added Ulags to the game, which is a new character class, which is what he is, right? No, he's not an Ulag.
No, he's a regular orc. He's just a buff orc.
Yeah, Ulags are like big, giant, like a bigger version, maybe troll size.
Yeah, if you watch the trailer, Bruce is the character in the trailer that you fight, and that's Ulag. They look kind of like cave trolls, except not quite as big.
Right. Drakes that you can ride, which Will showed you earlier, which are smaller. They're not dragons, but they're two-legged, flying, dinosaur type things. I don't say dragons. Dragons have 4 legs. Drakes have 2. Balrog battles, which is that giant flame whip thing that was in the movie.
Yeah, there's actually one in that now. So you have a big bass battle like that, which is kind of crazy.
Oh, that sounds like fun. You shall not pass. Anyway.
Yeah.
You shall not pass.
Is that how he says it?
Kind of.
Okay, good.
What about fly you fools? I was like, why fly you fools? Okay, what does he keep saying? Fry you fools?
No, he said flee. He said
fly.
No, he said
flee.
flee.
He said fly you fools.
No, he said
I kept saying
flee you
it doesn't
fools.
sound like flee.
Yeah, he said flee.
He says fly, you fools.
He used to own it on DVD, bro.
Hey, Will, look at this guy. I mean, Tommy, look, this guy's drunk.
Hey, man.
Boo-boo the drunk.
Who's in charge? Am I in charge? We all
He's an
in
assassin,
charge.
but he's a special character. It's so cool.
Yeah. It's like if you were a character.
Added details to the Nemesis system, such as shaming, which you can drive subjects insane, like Will had done to
I
of the other
love that.
characters.
That's the best part.
RNG gear, basically randomly generated gear, loot chests, and that can be purchased, and daily challenges and microtransactions that allow you to basically buy these loot chests without actually playing the game. Ellie just had a stroke.
Ellie's like melting.
But we good.
Can I tell you guys what I think at the end?
What do you think? We're at the end. Go ahead.
We're at the end now. What do you think about the game?
The graphics look cool, but this game looks so boring.
What are you talking about boring?
It's the same thing as Zelda.
I would not want to play this game.
It's Breath of the Wild, but even more aggressive.
Just
kidding.
Yeah,
really.
I thought you would think the orcs are adorable. All the unique orcs that you can
They look like me.
battle.
I hate them.
They look like you.
What? What do you mean they look like you?
That was weird.
I don't know.
Flee, you fools!
It's just that, there's all this cool stuff, and I'm sure it captures the attention of some people, but I don't find
Will just
anything.
probably walked away from the game at this point.
I found nothing interesting, and I do not want to play this game.
Well, that's interesting because, whenever I first saw this game, I didn't think it was going to be, not this game, but the original game, Shadow of Mordor. I was like, this game's going to suck. And I played it. And
I thought the same thing. I was so reluctant to get it, especially since they were not allowing review copies.
Yes, that was a big part. And then I played it, and I loved it. And I'm sure that if you like Assassin's Creed, you'd probably love this game too.
I love Assassin's Creed.
Then I don't know why you wouldn't like that.
I think the main thing she likes about Assassin's Creed, though, is that it takes place in real world areas that she can
like
explore.
France.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's one of the parts that she likes the most about it.
Honestly, Black Flag was my favorite still. The character here is the same character from the last one. You're still, carrying Calibrimdor, which is the guy that built the power ring. If Tommy didn't know,
the Ring of Power, yeah,
the Ring of Power. He built it with the hammer that
You see that guy stab?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
But
lightsaber.
I need to try this game. I'm really want to buy it. I just really love the last one so much that I'm sure that I'll like this.
Don't judge my gameplay too much because I was watching Saw as I was doing this.
I'm sure you did because you stopped playing. Anyway,
something interesting happened.
My rating, 1 out of 10. My interest in wanting to play it, 0.
That's not very nice,
Dang,
Ellie.
Ellie
You don't
I am
count.
not
You didn't play it.
interested
You
at
don't
all,
count.
But that's my interest.
But
of
your leg looks
playing.
You're being lame to the game.
It's because she doesn't like medieval stuff.
I'm surprised. I thought you would have liked the orcs.
She only likes
I never
aliens
said I
in
didn't like
space.
them. I just don't get the whole point of the gameplay.
Are you serious?
It's like Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed with
I
orcs.
don't see anything. I don't see
Honestly, it's like
Assassin's
an
Creed.
even more upgraded version of Zelda, but you don't have to think about it. You're swinging your sword against those little what are those things called? Bogo goblins, but they're actually
Bokoblins.
Yeah, these guys are orcs, but you didn't. It's not as beautiful as Legend of Zelda. I'm going to say that right now. That game's a 10 out of 10. Anyway, I'm sure Tommy would love to play it. If Tom likes it, then it'll be great. I mean, I know he'll like it because Tommy loves this kind of game.
Yeah, I would play this.
The thing that I may not like about it is the microtransactions. That's just it. But if you can get the money without actually having to pay and just actually complete challenges, that'll be great. But it is what it is. I mean, everyone's going for money. Their Mad Max game is awesome too.
Yeah. So, my thoughts on the game. I play a lot of battle games. I don't know what you call this genre, where you're basically battling people and have a counter system.
Yeah.
Games like Batman, Arkham Knight,
Right.
games like Assassin's Creed. Mainly those two are the ones that immediately come to mind. Batman, Arkham Knight, or any Arkham game would be the number one example of how to do that correctly, because it's so smooth in that game and really well executed. Assassin's Creed would be on the bottom of that.
With execution, but not prettiness.
Yeah. Assassin's Creed has never been known for how smooth and how snappy and how good their system feels. That's been always one of the major complaint points of Assassin's Creed.
Mm-hmm.
I would say Shadow of Mordor, which is the prequel to this game, is closer to Batman Arkham Knight as far as how well it plays. And this game is closer to Assassin's Creed as far as how it plays. I don't know if it was the change in the system, but it just did not feel as smooth.
Was it because you said before we started this podcast, Will was talking to us about how they dropped the Unreal Engine, so that could be the reason why it's not as so smooth, because they had to build their own engine on their own. So could that have been a reason? Maybe because they had to start from the ground up again, using the same assets, of course, so they could kind of focus into making the graphics better. But they, I don't know what happened as far as the controls. This does not feel quite as snappy as it did before. Yeah,
and the animation has a lot of room for improvement too. It feels like it still feels like I'm playing the 360 game as far as the animation.
Yeah, I've noticed. I was like, why does the graphics look so poor compared to the other one? But it could be for multiple reasons. We don't know. But it could be that they try to build their own thing, or try to build the game so it doesn't take up so much. What is it called again? Frame rate drops, because it's not so much heavy in the graphical realm. It's not like an overly pretty game.
Yeah, but I mean, look, they have games to go up against, like Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah,
Horizon Zero Dawn looks amazing, much better than this. 30 frames per second, and it has amazing motion blur.
Right.
So they should have tried to up their game as far as graphical fidelity at least a little bit.
Yeah,
I understand they're trying to have like huge armies and stuff.
Right. I'm just saying, I think that's the reason why they did it. But from what I understand, from when I was looking at it, I thought maybe it was just your PlayStation 4, but the graphics aren't great on this. It's not like
It's not
the PlayStation 4 Pro.
Yeah.
What you got to keep in mind, it's being captured at 720p because they do it to save space.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it has a compression on top of it, and I compressed this video lower from what it was because it's 2 hours of gameplay. So I compressed it even more to reduce it down to, I think it was like originally 15 gigs. So compressed it down to 1 gig. So the graphical fidelity of this gameplay, even though it looks a lot smoother than when it was captured directly off the PS4. It still doesn't look anywhere near as good as it does on the TV.
So what do you rate it? Well,
out of 10.
Out of 10.
8 out of 10.
That's good.
Yeah.
The first one was
I would give it the same.
It's still fun.
Just from what it looks like.
It's still fun. It's just not amazing.
Yeah. But it's just a fighting game.
Honestly, the first game when I played it, I thought it was going to be like a 6. And I played it and I was like, that's a 9. That game is a 9.
I was really worried, like everybody else, about the stigma of the microtransactions, but it's really not that big of a deal. If you enjoyed the single player of the first game, you'll still get the whole same experience. You don't really have anything to worry about as far as that.
All right, I'm willing to try it. I mean, it's something I want to try, so I'm going to probably buy it. And then the thing is that I'm looking at is the Nemesis system was really something that brought these guys into the fold of being like a bigger developer, because everyone thought that was the coolest thing ever.
No other game did that.
Yeah,
not one.
So you can give them points for that. But can you guys still hear me? I can hear you.
Hello.
All right.
There we go.
Since we don't have any nerd confession listener confessions, we will be skipping. But please don't forget to send us your nerd confessions. That'll be great to see them sometime. We actually love your confessions. Sometimes they scare us, but most of the time,
it's funny. I like it.
They're funny. We wanted to say that the overall grading for the game Shadows of War from William was an 8 out of 10, which is pretty good. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm sure Tommy will probably try it if Ark doesn't let him go. The cocaine lets him go.
They'll never let him go.
The new expansion's coming out.
All right.
Knew it. Never let me go.
There's a map in spring.
Never happening.
More than excited for Mario Odyssey. Stick around, because next week we'll be talking about lots of cool stuff like Walking Dead.
Woo!
The new
season begins.
I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of zombies.
So
really?
we'll just have the first episode to talk about, right? So there'll be of the new season, kind of maybe a refresher on.
Yeah, maybe we'll just do a small
last
refresher
season a little bit.
Yeah. Well, that wraps up this week's confession. Join us next week for more discussions and opinions on things that pique our interest. If you have any confessions you would like to discuss, feel free to send it our way. Please don't forget. As always, we'd like to thank all of our listeners and followers and tuning in and supporting us. Share us, like us, review us, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Whatever you do helps us grow. Don't forget you can find our previous episodes and bonus content on our website, nerdconfessions.net.
.net.
We are going to need to upgrade that sucker. Anyway, this is the Nerd Confessions. Signing off.
See you guys next week when we talk about Walking Dead.
Catch up on The Walking Dead so you can tune in and not get spoilers.
Ellie will be showing off her wart.
Oh my god.
Just kidding.
Where's your wart, Ellie?
Bye.
Oh, you know what I want to know? Send us what are you gonna dress up for for Halloween? What are you gonna be? We're curious to know.
Yeah.
What's your costume?
Because we're gonna dress up for our Halloween special. So we're just curious what you're gonna dress up as.
Surprises.
Share it. Don't
scare us.
Dress up as Will or me or something because that's scary. Or use my skin. And that scares the shit out of me.
And no, like
that
students.
Their hair, so hairy.
There's a part in it. Bye, y'all.